So, a myth is haunting Europe, the myth of democracy. The myth becomes a myth at least twice. First, historically, in the belief that democracy has existed as a haven of inclusivity, when its very conception in classical Athens rested in meticulously safeguarded exclusions in terms of gender, class, and race, with the demos being so narrowly defined as to constitute an expanded oligarchy. And here, Jacques Rancière got it not right in his Hatred of Democracy book. Second, in not recognizing the limits that inhere in contemporary unrealizations of democracy. These limits are multiple, diverse, and unequal, just as the multitudes that democracy manages when capitalism understands the first rule, the number one rule of the Fight Club called the nation state. Governance is easier through consent, hence hegemony requires democracy, even if the word is narrowed down to the right to vote. But democracy is not about voting, but about holding, etymologically. This is what it means, not holding each other, but holding power. The demos was meant to hold power by holding the state. The question, therefore, is it possible for the demos, as an exemplars of antagonisms, to hold power? The short answer is no. The antagonisms have winners and losers. Beginning with a class relation, everyone in the 1% that holds most of the wealth has one vote, exactly as everyone in the 99%, which is also divided into percentages of wealth and poverty. But the 1% has, in addition, all that is needed to persuade the 99% that it can rule it. It has ruling ideology generators because it pays for them. As Althusser said, it has the apparatus. Althusser's essay, Ideology and Ideological State Apparatuses, explained this with clarity. Yet, Althusser's essay was written when neoliberalism was emerging. This was the world in which ideology was the key apparatus. But today, we live in a world where neoliberalism is exhausting resources, us, and its own trajectory. In this world, at neoliberalism's end, the ideology generators are old and can fail. In this today, when the economy is no longer hidden in the base, but has come overground, chasing the 99% around like a mad and mean vampire, ideology has cracks, and the apparatus adapts. Althusser's repressive state apparatus takes over when antagonisms become unhinged, and when an as yet unseen democracy threatens the world order. Feminism got it wrong. Emancipatory social movements do not die because of their lack of care mechanisms. It is not self-neglect that makes them unsustainable. Rather, they get beaten in the head with police bats, taken down with tear gas, blinded with plastic bullets. And this death by murder is the silent condition that unites such movements that are otherwise divided by imperialism across the globe. When all is said, but not done, the monopoly of violence, called the police, decides the meaning of democracy. It is this apparatus that says how far democracy can go and what it can be in the lonely hour of the last instance, which is around the corner. As long as the apparatus is in place, this unseen democracy will not be seen. The etymology of democracy will remain betrayed, and democracy will be repeated as versions of its historical origins in exclusion. The myth will be forever oppressing the exploited reality of our lives.